Hi and welcome back. Today I'm going to be taking apart a POULAN chainsaw model 2900. It's got scored piston and rings, but I want to take it all apart to show you guys a better view of the internal parts of that engine when it's blown like that. So here's the saw. It's partly disassembled, just the top cover, the carburetor's off and the muffler is off. Good way to see if your piston is scored is by removing the muffler. And you can see right in there that it is. So I'm going to take this apart and show you what it looks like inside. I'm just going to start by removing the wires off the coil. And this one here you have to undo the Allen bolt. Next thing you have to do is turn the saw over. Reach down in here. It's going to go to the cylinder head, and there's an Allen bolt in there that you have to remove. It's actually a motor mount. Next, you'll have to flip the saw over like this. Now under the saw, you're going to notice 4 bolts under here. They're all 5/16, and they need to be removed because they're holding the cylinder to the crankcase. I'm going to take off the air filter assembly because it's holding the cylinder down. Now on this saw the carburetor was already off, so I just kind of removed the air filter. Now you need to remove these 2 Allen bolts down here to remove this whole plastic shroud. Now that shroud should come up. Now this is what's going to come out of there. I'm going to remove the recoil and then the clutch. To remove this clutch, I got this tool here. It's a POULAN clutch tool remover, and it's part 31112, and you can buy these on eBay. So you simply insert the 2 pins inside the grooves here, and remember that it's reverse thread. And I've got a rope in my cylinder, and I'm going to use the clutch tool. And you need a 3/4 wrench to go on the tool. Just remember to keep all the parts in the same order. Got that, and you've got a little washer here. Now I'm going to take off these 2 screws here to get the cover off. Now when you take this off, some of the parts are going to come loose. And that's the oil pump shaft here. And now the whole engine should come out. There we go. When you take this out of the saw, you're going to notice that there's 4 more Allen bolts that hold the bottom cover to the crankcase. And here's the last screw. Now I'm just going to lightly tap this to separate it. Now to get the piston out and everything, you just simply pull up on the whole assembly. Connecting rod and crankshaft and all. So here's a better look at it. You can see that it probably ran too low in oil or overheated, fused onto the piston, and it just broke off. So that's pretty well shot. And we're going to check the cylinder now. And the cylinder is no better. It's scratched. I can even feel the scratches through my glove. So that's what happens. So more than likely this saw is overheated or ran too on oil. It's not worth fixing because to buy the cylinder kit, which includes the piston, ring, and the cylinder head, costs more or as much as buying a new POULAN chainsaw. This older model chainsaw was used for some John Zared saws as well. I do have some John Zareds in my junk pile that look exactly the same. So I noticed that this POULAN here is built slightly better than the newer ones that I've had. So I'm just going to salvage the coil and the flywheel, crankshaft, and different parts. And there's also a bunch of parts on there that can be salvaged. The clutch is still good too, so I will keep those.